guys, welcome back to my channel. This is me, Alicia. If this is your first time here, and if not, welcome back. All right, so we're in somewhere new. We're in my living room. For those that are not familiar with the space, I did do a home tour. I will link it up here, but that's not why we're here. I have a slight obsession. Not really obsession. I have grown to like caring for plants. I have become an official plant mom. And I know a lot of times like my Insta stories when I'm showing all of my plants, people ask all the time, oh, can you do like a plant tour, yada, yada, yada. So this isn't going to be a plant tour because I have 45 plus plants and I'm not watching a long video. I'm not going to give you guys a long video. But what I did want to come to you guys and give you guys like 8 to 10 of some of my favorite plants that are one, easier to like keep and maintain, so very beginner friendly, and then two, why I like them, how often I water them, all that kind of stuff, like how often I keep them in the light. So basically 10 of like my favorite low maintenance type plants for those people that want to get into being a plant mom. I was not always a plant mom. I actually didn't become one like off the cuff. My mom gave me a plant back in our first house, and it kind of went from there. I'll even show you now. That plant is not low maintenance. I'll even show it to you because it actually needs to be redone now because the root's coming up. It's not a low maintenance. I don't know why she gave me this plant. My first plant, nothing about this plant is low maintenance, but I'll give you guys like some of my favorite low maintenance plants. I don't know where to buy plants online. I've tried one place and one plant came completely dead and the next plant came halfway dead. So if you guys can find a place for you to buy them online, you can. But other than that, I'm just going to like list them and you guys are welcome to like go and get them wherever. If you're in Birmingham, I will link the two places that I like to get them from. They're both local businesses. One's actually women owned, so I will link those two. Other than that, just go get them on your own because I'm not gonna have you buy plants online and then they come dead and you're blaming me. Don't do that. So let's just go ahead and get into the video. I'm also gonna be moving around in the house. Like I'm not picking up these plants and bringing them here. So as I move around, I'm gonna take you guys with me. So don't feel alarmed if like you're here and then the next moment you're in like a bathroom. All right, first up, we're not moving that far because it's literally behind me. This is a Birds of Paradise. I have only had my Birds of Paradise for probably about a year and a half, 2 years. I know some people think that Birds of Paradise are really, really hard to maintain. They really don't. I have mine sitting over here. I'll show you guys. My window is right there, so it's not directly in the window, but it does get a majority of the light, and so it's easy. It only had like one stalk in here, and you can tell that I have two other stalks added, so we've got a little bit of something coming in. I think for the main part is just don't fidget a lot with it, so they don't I noticed, don't move them around a lot. So if you're sitting it over here, sit it over here and leave it the hell alone. Don't sit it here one week and then over there the next week, like, because it has to get like used to the surroundings. So I water mine once a week. I put about 6 to 8 ounces of water, so about a cup of water once a week, and I haven't had any issues. Yeah, like I said, it doesn't like, I've never put it in direct light, but just you guys can see where the light is compared to my house. So medium light, it's about fine with that. All right, while we're over here, this was the window. So if you guys are familiar, that's the Birds of Paradise. And so this is the window that I'm talking about. Down here, we have what's called a bird's nest fern. I like it because it's kind of like a little bit of a different fern. For those that, that's a original fern out there. It's dying because I left it out and it's been like really, really cold. Please don't come for me. But that's a regular fern. So I kind of like the leaves on this bird's nest fern. This one is super easy. It's kind of like a regular fern. They're very low maintenance. Put a little bit of water and you're good to go. I water this once every 2 weeks and haven't had any issues. It's kind of, all of this stuff is sprouting. Like all of this is like new within, I want to say, the last month or two. So it's sprouting really, really nicely. All right, so on the other side, so right there, you can see the bird's nest. That's my tripod, overlook it. We have the Pilea, which is basically another form called a money plant. So I like this one. I actually got, I've had this since 2019. I got it in January because it was like superstition that you get the money plant at the beginning of the year and then you have money that comes in throughout the year. So this one, I'll show you guys. I've actually repropagated it. I'll show you the additional plant, and then I'm trying to propagate another one. So I like this one. It only came with just this one stalk when I initially got it, and so we've added 1, 2. You can see down there, it's another one. It's about to come in, and then that one over there. And I'll show you guys maybe a picture of the other one that I have, and then I'm propagating some right now. So love this one. This is another one that I only do once every 2 weeks, and as you can see, it kind of goes in the direction of the sun. So I actually do need to rotate this one so that some of these smaller stalks can get a little bit of the sun. But I love those. Really, really cute petals. So this is basically a Pilea, and some people also call it a money plant. All right, so we're walking over here is where we have a couple of different plants. For those, this was the plant that my mom gave me. This plant is so high maintenance, it's ridiculous. This is the root right here. I just repotted this maybe 4 months ago, and it's already like getting like, that's the root. I'm gonna have to repot this again. It's like, it's so much maintenance. I don't know if it needs enough water, not enough water. It's just, there's a lot. So I don't even know what this is called, but I would not recommend this for like a first time plant person because it will have you frustrated. Anyway, that's not why I brought you over here. I brought you guys over here to look at this Monstera plant. I had this one when it was just maybe like 1 or 2 of these, and it has gotten so big. I actually repropagated it again. So I have a smaller one going on down here that was big enough. So I have some roots in that one, and that one's actually getting really, really good. We've got some leaves in that one. This is another one of those that I only water once every 2 weeks. Give it a nice big helping of water, maybe like, I don't know, 10 to 12 ounces. And it's just been growing so nicely. I like to leave it in a very thick, very deep vase to give it like room to grow for the roots, which is why I think I'm gonna have to put like this kind of a vase for that one, because clearly the roots are very, very deep. But love this one. I need to get some sticks. I'm being very lazy. I just replanted that one, why you can see the sticker, and then I need to get some sticks and some twig because this thing has a tendency to like grow out, and I didn't want it to do that. I kind of want it to grow up. So I need to be a little bit more of a plant momish and get the shit that it actually needs so that it can grow up. But a Monstera plant is definitely one of those that is great. And you can tell these are new. And so as they get older, they start creating the cuts like that. So really cute. Love all the leaves. So I'll actually show you a couple of ones, but one basically plant that I definitely would suggest would be a Pothos plant. This is one I'll show you. There's different variations of a Pothos. I'll show you the different ones that I have. This is a vine, so if I were to leave this on something, it would slowly attach. This is a vine. It's very super easy. I think I water this once every 2 weeks, not a lot, because this needs to be completely dry before you decide to put some more water in it. But I love them. I like the vine. They're nice, and they only get as big as a pot, but I absolutely love all of the different leaves. And like I said, I'll show you the other different pothos that I also have. Really quick, this is the propagation that I have going on. So this is the Birds of Paradise. This is the Pilea that I took from it. This is a prayer plant. Not really. Well, a prayer plant can be low maintenance, but I wouldn't suggest it. We've got the Monstera that I showed you guys, and then this is a ZZ plant. We'll get to that. And I'm just propagating. So these have only been in there for a week. I think most of the time it takes at least a month or 2 for it to grow like roots in order to like plant them separately. And then over here I have the snake plant. Like this snake plant has been in here for 2 months, and it's just now getting a little bit of root. So I'm gonna have that in here, and I just only put water in it. This one had a little bit of soil, so that's why this one's a little bit dingier. But these are just straight water, and I just refill the water as it gets older. I got this from an antique shop, but they have them online at Amazon, so I will link that below if you're interested in propagating your own plants. All right, so this is the snake plant that I was telling you, not the snake plant, the ZZ plant I was telling you guys about. Overlook our friend, the chimp. FYI, this vase came from H&M. I will link it below for you because I know I'm going to get questions. This is a ZZ plant. I also have one in my bathroom. Super easy, super simple. Let this get completely dry. So you're looking at about every 2 to 3 weeks before you need to do a lot of watering. Don't drench it, but you know, get the soil nice and wet and then make sure that it's dry. So that's the ZZ plant. Right here, I went rogue and I kind of did a mixture. So I have a pothos on one side of the plant pot and then a ZZ on the other side. I don't know what I was thinking. I just was curious about what would happen if you put them together. And they were babies. Like they were like 2 of these and like 1 stalk of this when I decided to plant them together. And they've been working nicely. They've been working nicely like brother and sister. So I put them because you basically water them the same thing. Like the pothos needs to be completely dry. The ZZ plant is completely dry. So it's not like their watering mechanism is completely different. So I, you know, put them together and they've just been like chilling ever since. Nice. This is another pothos. So as you can see, like guys, there's very, very different types of pothos plants that you can get. So if you're don't want to start off like, I don't want a basic pothos. They have different ones. And this one, they're just really easy to like maintain and keep alive, which should be like your main focus. All right, so down from the pothos, we would have what's called a palm plant. And I actually got this from Lowe's. And I like it because, especially with Lowe's plants, they have these little cards. So they have plants of steel, which are like maintenance, durable and low maintenance. So if you're trying to get a plant collection, but you're unsure, Lowe's has a really good selection of like low maintenance, durable plants. So I like this one. This is another one of those you only water when completely dry. And it's actually gotten really bigger. I kept it in its original pot, as you can tell, see? $12. I kept it in its original pot just long enough for it to continue to nourish, and I'll probably eventually need to like repot it in the next couple of weeks. But I've had it for a while. I want to say I've had it since October, so going on about 3 or 4 months. So it's about time that I need to like put it in its own separate pot. But that's another one of those low maintenance type plants for you guys. So over here, this is another one of a pothos. So this is like a lighter green, so you can kind of see all the different varieties of a pothos. This is also another one. I think this is called like a speckled or a spotted pothos. So you guys can see, like, even though they're all in the pothos family, they all have like different ones. That's also another one. Okay, if you can't tell, sorry, pothos is probably one of my favorite plant. And then this is another Monstera that I propagated from that other big plant. And so it was big enough. I just transferred this like a week ago into its own little pot, and it'll get bigger as, you know, the leaves get bigger. So that's that. All right, and last but not least, we have a snake plant. I also have one. Hey babe, you're in the way. Over there next to that is also a snake plant. This one was actually outside. It was sitting out here. And while snake plants are very, very durable and very tough, they cannot handle freezing temps. And I accidentally left this one out here, and so it started to freeze. So you can see like this one, this leaf is gone. I need to get rid of that one. And then this leaf I think is slowly going to be dying because, like I said, it had freezer burn. So these are normally very, very low maintenance, very, very durable plants. But as always, if you know it's going to be freezing outside, I would bring your plants in. You don't want to be like me and have, you know, this plant, which is I have to cut 2 leaves off, and then you guys saw the ferns. Like the ferns are just done. But I don't, you know, ferns, I don't say that they're cheaper, but they are cheaper because this snake plant costs like $60. The fern was like 15. So anyway, snake plant is basically probably one of my favorite plants. I have, like I said, I have one here, I have one over there, and then I also have one in a bathroom and then in my actual office. So that is it. We have a full view of some of my favorite plants. All right, so guys, that is the end of UPS delivers on a Sunday. All right, so guys, that is it. This is the end of this video. Like I said, I will make sure that I list every single plant that I talked about in the description box. I'm not going to give you guys the links because I don't want you guys to hate me if you guys get a plant that's dead. And then for those people that are local, to like Birmingham and the surrounding areas, I will make sure to give the 2 places that I like, technically 3, I'll do the 3 places that I like to shop for plants besides your basic Lowe's and Home Depot. It's just, if you're in the Birmingham and surrounding areas and you want to shop small, these are the 3 places that I go to shop small. So hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have made it this far and you have not subscribed, don't forget to do so. Also hit the notification bell, like, comment, subscribe, and all the other things YouTubers tell you to do. I'm gonna catch you guys later. Bye.